I've just woken up, it's first thing in the morning. This is my ritual. Let me tell you a story that how many years ago it was. I was in the nut house. I was in St Thomas's in London, opposite the Houses of Parliament. And I met a woman there who was also in the nut house. Her name was Claire, still is, Claire Summerskill, and she's a writer. And what she did was she got a little tape recorder. This was like after she got better and got out, and we were all sort of better-ish and had got out of the hellhole. And she taped us and taped our thoughts on the mental health situation and our experience in the nut house. And then she got some actresses and actors, what do they call them? Actors, to play the part of me and some of the other patients that she'd met inside there. And Claire played herself. So we all went up to the Cochrane Theatre in London to see the play. It was called, and it still is called, Hearing Voices. Hearing Voices, played by Claire Summerskill. And it was a very good play. And we went, and we was in the Cochrane Theatre, big theatre in London, to see it. And it was quite emotional because, you know, seeing somebody else come on and speak my words as me, like really opened my eyes to the sort of time everyone around me was having, even more so, and stuff like that. Also, Claire played Jesus Was a Mushroom, my song. She played that at the beginning of the play and at the end of the play and during the intro. And also during the actual performance, the fantastic actress that played me came out with a guitar and gave us a little version of Jesus Was a Mushroom, the song that I've written. And that was all like eye-opening and interesting. And then a couple of years have gone by. I get a phone call from Claire saying, I'm going to make the play into a film. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to sell it as a DVD. I'm going to go to places and play the film and then do question and answers about the film and everything like that. So it's really going well. And she phoned me the other day and she said, I just had to ring you and tell you that a friend of mine was round talking with the Arch Bishop of Canterbury. Now, this is no lie, but I know she's a nutter, or was a nutter in the nut house. I met her in the nut house. But this woman, if she's ringing me up and telling me the Archbishop of Canterbury is discussing Jesus Was a Mushroom, my lyrics, with a friend of hers, then I pretty much believe that the Archbishop of Canterbury is doing that, which is like weird to say the least. And I said, I bet he already knows Jesus was a mushroom and he ain't saying nothing about it. And she was laughing and she said her friend said to the Archbishop, surely you'd get a sermon out of it. Jesus was a mushroom, you'd get a sermon out of it. Yeah, right. The Archbishop of Canterbury has heard my song and he's discussing the lyrics. Great. it's only the bloody Archbishop. He's only another person just like the next person. He shits, he pisses, he pukes. So, no biggie, really. But the strange thing is that I've looked at the film that Claire's made, Hearing Voices, and you've got to check it out. It's in 3 parts and it's on YouTube, and it's interesting. And I'm in it. No, I'm not. But some of my music is. She's put in this part 2. She's used Tell Me, a song called Tell Me that I wrote. I've watched the film and I agreed to Claire using Tell Me. It's fine. And after watching the film, I realised that Jesus was a mushroom. Jesus was a mushroom, right? The song is no longer in the film. It doesn't feature in the film, although it features quite heavily in the play. And I was thinking that's a good thing, really, that Jesus was a mushroom doesn't feature in the film, because it would probably detract from the message that Claire's trying to get across in the film, which is this is a film about mental health patients. And to see me saying Jesus was a mushroom as one of my songs and then not use it in the film is a good thing, because it means that you won't get distracted or detracted from the message of the film, which is mental health. So I'm a nutter. Ex-nutter? No, I'm an ongoing nutter because I've got bipolar, so it's a continuous illness. Yeah. And I've written a song called Jesus Was a Mushroom. It was featured in this play and is no longer featured in this play. And I just wondered how much the Archbishop of Canterbury has got to do with Jesus Was Mushroom not being featured in the film. There's probably no connection between Claire phoning me up and saying the Archbishop of Canterbury has been listening to your lyrics and been discussing your lyrics to Jesus Was a Mushroom with a friend of mine, and the fact that the song is no longer featured in the film but was heavily featured in the play. So my point is, check out Hearing Voices by Claire Summerskill, because it's wicked, and one of my tunes is in the middle of it, and also as me on a manic episode. And I'm telling you, the actress that plays me on a manic episode does it quite well, because when I'm on a manic, I normally talk really fast like that, and I've got a really strong accent like that all the time, and I'm really giving it large like that, and that's what the actress does about me, and that's how she does me. Check the play, Hearing Voices, Claire Summerskill. And never mind Jesus Was a Mushroom isn't in the play, it will only distract you from the actual message of the play. Anyway, that's why I think it's not in there. I don't think it's got anything to do with the Archbishop of Canterbury hearing the song and not liking the lyrics. Let alone the fact that he probably already knows Jesus was a mushroom. I mean, how do you think the Protestants done a deal with the Catholics? They said, look mate, we know your religion is based on the mushroom cult. If you want us to keep quiet about it, we will. Just let us form the Protestant English Church of England and we'll be there. We'll keep stum about Jesus Was a Mushroom, and we'll all go on about Jesus the man. I think this is interesting. Happy viewing. Hearing Voices, Claire Summerskill. A play, a film, a book. Film.